Alright, this is a super awesome video cast. We talk about everything wrestling, sports, no politics.
No politics.
We'll leave that out of here, but I'm Curtis, this is
SE Rocks.
and we're just gonna shoot the shit about stuff.
Super awesome wrestling show.
You're into it, cool. If not, that's cool too, whatever. Alright, you got some topics there,
I do, as a matter of fact. What do you think about Orton joining the Wyatts?
I don't know. We were talking a little while ago about how it's kind of like the Daniel Bryan angle that lasted about 2 weeks.
Don't think it's going to go anywhere. Don't really understand why Orton's even a part of it.
I don't even know why Orton's on the main roster, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't either. I've never been an Orton fan myself.
Exactly.
I think he's a douchebag.
I don't.
I see him turning in like a couple weeks, maybe for a pay-per-view match. Like I said, I don't know where they're going with it.
Yeah, he doesn't fit that gimmick.
If Wyatt has a job to him, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off.
Oh, you know he's gonna have to eventually.
Yeah. I don't know.
As much as they buried Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, why do you think they buried Bray Wyatt?
I have no idea. He's fantastic. He might not have the greatest wrestling skill, but his promo work is probably top notch.
I put him in the top 5.
Right now in
Right now.
WWE or wrestling?
Oh yeah, right now in WWE overall, top 5.
Yeah.
I say work rate too. He's not. I don't see anything wrong with his work rate.
Well, I mean, he is a bigger guy, but
So Steen.
yeah. I'm with you.
Do you put Wyatt ahead of Steen as far as work rate?
If a little. Like if Steen's like a 10, let's say, then Wyatt's like, I should say Owens instead of Steen.
Yeah,
But Owens. If Owens is a 10, then I'd say Bray Wyatt is a 9. I mean, they're right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
They're obviously not like a Dolph Ziggler type.
Right. Yeah. I mean, based on their work rate, comparing those two, not putting them up. With guys
But
like
Harper, what about Harper?
I'm not as big on Harper as you are.
I like Harper a lot. He's really good.
He's okay.
I don't know, a big man that can dive like he does.
But that's all he can do is dive. Like he's never done anything besides the dive that really impresses me.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Oh, gee. Yeah, that blood.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. This is speculation, but I think maybe like they don't push Wyatt because of his heritage.
Maybe.
And
It's very well. I don't know.
Only thing I can think, but then they're pushing Bo Dallas, so I don't know.
I don't know what IRS did back then to
They didn't pay their taxes.
piss off old BKM there, but
Yeah. I just don't see any reason not to push him in any way. Like the last time he won a pay-per-view match was 2 years ago or
Ever?
something. Ever?
yeah.
Maybe? Yeah, I don't know.
I have always thought, I think we've talked about this many times before, that if you were gonna carbon copy the Undertaker into a new generation,
Yeah.
I'm not saying by any means that he's the Undertaker,
Right.
but
Yeah, he was the guy to do it.
that's usually the formula. You kind of carbon copy guys from like Dolph Ziggler is like a former Shawn Michaels, if you
Right.
will. If you were gonna do that, then Bray Wyatt's the guy.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. And in that case, and it'll kind of be a segue, but Wyatt should have been the guy to beat Undertaker's streak. For that reason, if you were gonna build him, which they're
Yeah.
obviously not, that would have been who should have broke the streak,
Yes, I agree.
passing the torch. So to say.
Yeah, because Lesnar, whatever.
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second because I wanted to touch that. What do you think about the talk of Undertaker returning?
I don't know. It's ever since the streak broke, he's more man now than he was myth.
I think
To
when
me,
the streak broke, I think he was done.
yeah.
You just go ahead and talk.
Be right back, folks. We got some technical difficulties.
I'm back. We had some difficulties. Lost half the toppings on our pizza in the stove.
No, that's wonderful.
Anyways, where are we at? Undertaker return.
Yeah.
I think after they broke the streak that he should have been done. He hasn't done anything since then, and I don't think he'll be able to ever
Recapture the glory.
Yeah, like his legacy. Not that his legacy's
You don't-
tarnished, but it should have been over at that point.
Yeah, you should have just walked off into the sunset, and that'd have been it.
Yeah, I don't see any reason for him to come back. He doesn't need another match. He's not putting anybody over. Lesnar didn't need to win that match to get over. As far
No,
as
Lesnar-
building the beast.
Lesnar could have beat up the 4 jobbers and
Yeah,
2 main guys, and probably would have done the same thing.
exactly. It was a holy shit moment. I mean, it was.
Yeah, it was dead silent as that crowd
Yeah,
was.
I remember being like, what? Wait, because Draven was watching. I'm like, Undertaker just lost. I didn't care, but
Yeah, it's Undertaker. It's the greatest entertainer ever.
yeah, I
I
don't
know.
know. Longest. He's top 3. Gotta be.
I'd say 2, but go on.
Who do you put ahead? All right, here we go. Top 3.
Top 3? Since I've been watching the wrestling in the 80s, the early 80s, I'd probably have to go with...
Okay, are we going top 3 favorite wrestlers? Like, wrestlers, or top 3 best all around, like,
just
as far as...
all around.
Alright.
And there's a little bit of time in there, so if I leave a couple people off the list, it's just my opinion, so...
Yeah.
Probably Hulkster would probably have to be number 1, just because he's Hulk Hogan. I don't think wrestling... I know we've had some disagreements about this, but wrestling probably wouldn't be... He transcended all kinds of things. Wrestling probably wouldn't be where it is without Hulk Hogan.
My 2 cents on that are, I think anybody put in that spot could have gotten over, and it wouldn't have been any different.
But, yeah, Jake the Snake probably could have, because they never had a feud, because everybody was chanting DDT instead of Hulkamania. Anywho. Taker probably. He's been doing it forever, and I was watching old videos with him the other day, and he legit scared me as a kid. I thought he was a legit monster. But Undertaker, he's been doing it for 100 years. Loyal guy.
So you're going behind the scenes, too?
Yeah.
Well, then how can
I
put
think you
Hogan in
said
there?
the whole thing. I
Yeah.
was the whole thing out there. And probably John Cena.
I thought you were going to say Nash.
I
really
well,
thought you were going to
Nash
say
didn't do
Nash.
shit in WWF. If we were going WCW, that's a different story.
Well, overall, we're talking
Oh,
overall.
well.
He was Diesel.
Fuck Diesel.
It was over?
I wasn't
And then
watching
Michaels
wrestling.
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
watching wrestling during the Stone Cold Rock era, so I didn't really.
Right.
I was a WCW mark at that time.
Yeah, watching no WCW.
NWO.
Cena's got it. Wow.
Yeah, it's tough when you start really thinking about it.
Yeah. Undertaker would be in there. I wouldn't put him number 1. I think he probably, if I had to put him in my top 3, he'd probably be 3. I think Cena would be 2. Just because of everything he does. I mean, he's carried the company on his shoulders.
Yeah, one of the longest reigning.
Yeah.
Not as champion, but as
Right.
being there.
Top 8, top seller, or whatever.
Savage?
You have to put no, because he was never
No, he was
the draw that Hogan was. Not that he couldn't have been. He just wasn't put in the position to be. I guess you would have to put Hogan. I guess mine would be same as 3 as yours. I guess if we're going all around. If we're going top 3 of my favorite wrestlers from a child to an adult, it would be Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, and trying to pick something more recent. I missed a whole era too, like '99 to like I don't know whenever we started watching again. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
There was probably like 5 or 6 years.
I think it was
where
like
I didn't
WrestleMania
watch.
17. I think we started watching it again. Is that when Shawn Michaels worked?
Stone Cold.
Was it VKM in that hardcore match
Yeah.
or whatever? I thought.
But I think that's when we stopped watching. No, because it would have been
I think about
Yeah.
when we started watching.
yeah. Because I know I missed the whole ass end of the Monday Night War and stuff. I didn't.
Yeah, I think
around
you
for that.
said you stopped watching about the Stone Cold Brian Pillman gun incident.
Yeah, it was about the end of it. It wasn't because it wasn't worth watching. It was I just with school and everything. I didn't care anymore. Like '98 probably.
Yeah, and then I stopped watching when WWF at the time bought out WCW and Shane McMahon and Vince were on Monday Night
Yeah, I
Raw.
don't remember any of that stuff at all.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know if I could even pick somebody from this era to put in my top 3.
I don't know. Stupid idiot. Put Y2J in there?
I don't know. I enjoy him. He's entertaining, but I don't think I would put him in my
Yeah.
top 3. Like if you had like a top 10 workers, I would put him in that. But he's just. I don't turn on the TV to watch Jarrett. I can't say that either, because I do. I fast forward through shit to watch Chris Jericho. So I don't know. I got 2 right now. What do you got?
I don't know. What are we going for now?
Your top 3.
Favorite
don't yeah, just
wrestlers?
who-
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
Not even wrestlers, just like we talked before, like memories.
Kevin Nash, no particular order. Kevin Nash and NWO revolutionized the business. I don't know how much was Hogan, how much was Scott Hall,
Yeah.
how much was Nash, how much was Bischoff, but I always remember Kevin Nash being the badass. Yeah, probably Hulk Hogan too. Uh, I used to have, I think, one of my first like wrestling DVDs, or not DVDs back then, but VHS, was the greatest matches of Hulk Hogan, where he wrestled like Paul Orndorff and
Right.
Don the Rock Morocco, and
Yeah.
I think that's when he won the belt from Iron Sheik, and there's all kinds of cool stuff. Third wrestler, gosh,
Yeah, it's not even.
there's been so many that came through. I could probably name about 5 guys.
I know. I
But
would put more in there too. It seems like I don't know if it's just because when we were kids and it's like a nostalgia thing, but it seems like every character from like the '80s, early '90s is memorable.
oh my god, yes.
Jake the Snake. I mean, even the Jobbers, Tito Santana, Brooklyn Brawler, Texas Tornado.
You put Tito Santana in there as a jobber?
In terms of like nowadays,
Yeah.
I consider him a jobber. Back then, he never really had a place on the card. I don't think. In tag teams he did, but I mean, as far as singles, he was never
Yeah.
much. But I mean, everybody was. It has to be just because we were kids then. Because I mean, I can remember just obscure people.
I'll get you going with this one. Probably one of my third favorite wrestlers is Sabu. I figured you were gonna go with him.
That's horrible.
The guy was.
He's not even a wrestler.
He's just insane.
He's a spot monkey.
No, he is. But when he first came.
He was a spot monkey.
No.
Yes, he was. When did he ever work a match?
You gotta go YouTube that shit.
It's all hardcore matches.
No, it ain't.
Oh, ridiculous. Top 3?
Yeah. This was favorite. This ain't.
Yeah.
Who else?
Out of everybody, you put Sabu in there?
Well,
Damn.
I was just trying to get you going.
Yeah, that did it.
I figured. I know you hate him.
I don't hate him.
No, you
I just
hate
don't
him.
think he's good. If you just straight up want to watch a hardcore match, okay, but I'd rather watch more than just somebody hitting somebody with a chair and jumping through barbed wire.